Hey Curlies and Curly supporters, I'm Heather Love and this is That Curly Life. Today I have a treat. I think I say that every time, but it's really true. Every time is a treat. Today I have Shereene and her brother Luke, the first guy on That Curly Life. And not first sibling duo. Me and my sister did one, so that's not the first. Shereene and Luke like to live their life chill, and that even includes their hair routine. So here are Shereene and Luke talking about how they live that curly life.
I started wearing my hair curly maybe like in 7th grade, and that was when we would wear like lots of gel, slick it back. I had like 2 little curls in the front. Mm-hmm. And then I think later on in junior high I would like I feel like straightening got like really big. I was like straightening with like an iron, like straight up an iron
on the ironing board.
On the ironing board.
Nice.
And then like I think high school I wore my hair straight more often. I think it was just like that was like what was in. Curling hair wasn't like really big.
Yeah, I think my main experience growing up with curls was like that curls were supposed to be like crunchy, you know, because we had an older sister that always had like the crunchy curls, and we talk about it sometimes. But so yeah, I always had like a fade, like short hair until like maybe when the last 2 or 3 years, honestly, I never grew my hair out more than like maybe 3 inches or so. And then I think when I realized that my hair is curly, I was like, what? So I gotta like kept it going.
I think it's just like a lot of people feel like it's easier to wear your hair straight, but I feel like it's the opposite because I just take a shower and then
go to sleep.
Yeah.
and wake up and it's like,
right.
Yeah.
I can't do my hair at nighttime because when I'll wake up, my hair will be crazy. But yeah, I feel like you can do that.
Yeah.
I like low maintenance life.
Yeah, I'm about that. I like that too.
Yeah. It's a chill life.
But like kind of realizing that I don't have to wash my hair every time I get in the shower, kind of using the less is more approach with my hair has kind of made it more doable, because before it would just grow out and be like a frizzy fro. My experience was that like most people like with our type of hair had that going for them, and I was like, that's kind of why I never had long hair. Kind of realizing that you don't have to do very much for your hair to be curly and healthy was.
I think also with guys, like their hair might grow and it might be wavy, and they're like, oh no, and they just cut it.
Right.
Cut it again, right?
Yeah.
So then you can't even really see what your texture is like.
Right, yeah. So it's like once it's short and wavy, it looks kind of weird. So I kind of understand why people like cut it before it gets long and voluptuous.
Yeah, now your curls are like mom's.
Yeah, they're pretty.
They're very dope. And her hair usually is like up to here. It's pretty curly. And I think like also seeing her embrace her hair, like I feel like the Indian people, like especially aunties, are like combing their hair, and it's just like big and puffy.
Yeah, like they'll like dry brush their hair till it's straight, and it's like and then it's just like a fro ball, and it's like, yo, like I see.
Or they straighten it.
Yeah.
Because they're like, that's what looks pretty, like that's what looks nice, like just being more like proper is like straight.
Right. Yeah.
Or like brushed out in like a little barrette.
Right. Yeah. Totally.
I think it's still really popular amongst the Indian community to wear their hair straight. I think majority of Indian women probably have curly hair, or majority of Indian people probably have like some kind of texture, but they don't embrace it. And I think it's just this idea of you look nicer with straight hair, like it's more polished.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't speak to majorities, but I do feel like it is changing a little bit, and that people are embracing their natural hairstyle a lot more, and I think that's a good thing.
No, yeah, for sure. And I think it has to do with like society in general is embracing more natural styles. And
true, just more natural living in general, honestly.
Right. I think it's like kind of seen as like wild and crazy and kind of just like, but we're just kind of like, that's just what our hair is. We've accepted it. It's when we were talking about earlier, like it's not predictable. Like your hair is never going to look the same. And you have to be okay with that. When you straighten your hair, you can get exactly like how you want it, but it's a little bit harder to like manipulate curly hair.
Yeah, that's true.
Even if you do the same exact things, it's gonna look different. And like earlier, it was raining on the way here, so like, I don't even care, like whatever. It's like my hair is like a little fuzzy, a little frizzy, it's whatever.
But it does, like you do kind of stick out more, like definitely in like a little bit more of the minority style wise, especially like in work and like corporate settings and stuff like that. But I think it's becoming less weird, and I try to like not let it feel weird, because why should it be? You know, it's like it's your hair, whatever. You should wear it however you want.
Yeah, why should it be weird? Why can't we wear our hair however we want? Big, crazy, whatever. It's just a small piece of us that doesn't define who we are and how we could perform a job or how professional we are. So I love that Luke just lets his hair go crazy at work. And Shereene does the same thing. She's an event planner. Like, she is doing things for some high-end weddings and things, but she wears her hair natural, and I love it. Shereene and Luke had so many great things to say that I couldn't put it all into one video. I'm gonna make another one, part 2 of Luke and Shereene telling us about how they live that curly life. I let you guys in on a little bit of preview. We're gonna do Dance It Out next time. What? Luke and Shereene are down, and we kind of dance in the middle of an alley. But you have to wait until next time. If you want to be on That Curly Life and you live in the Chicago area, email me, heatherallisonlove@gmail.com, or you can contact me through my website, heatherallisonlove.com. I will have pictures posted of Luke and Shereene and their amazing curly hair on my blog, heatherallisonlove.com/blog, and on Instagram @heatherallisonlove. So if you want to be up to date on the latest curly interviews and things that I do in my stories where I talk about curly stuff, and you want to be a part of the conversation, follow me @heatherallisonlove. You can also subscribe to my channel, and you will always know when the latest curly interview is out. And I have some exciting things coming up, so stay tuned. So thank you, Luke and Shereene, for coming in and for saying how curly hair doesn't have to be as much hard work and planning and product crazy as people think it is. Sometimes it's just conditioner and water. And for Luke, sleeping on it overnight.